Welcome back. The coronavirus has prompted people to panic shop and stock up on household essentials in anticipation of a deadly pandemic. Experts say it's unnecessary, but some Australians have already stockpiled a 2-week supply of food, medicine and household goods like toilet paper and cleaning products.
Are they crazy or are they ahead of the game? Let's get today's take on this with Shelley Horton from 9honey.com.au and comedian Vince Sorrenti. Shelley, I've prepped.
I know you have. I'm so
Such a prepper. Such a prepper.
So embarrassed for you.
But look, there's a shortage of toilet paper out there. But I've got kids though. That's my excuse. Like, if it's just me, then fine.
How about this? This sounds like you're listening to people on Facebook. How about what
I'm
it says?
listening to the CDC and the WHO.
Experts have said there's nothing to worry about yet, right? So why don't we wait until they say worry?
That's the cue. When people say don't panic, that's when people start
panicking. Which then
because what aren't they telling me?
Right. It's a national sport panic. What did you do on the weekend? Well, I panicked. And I've got cupboards full of peri sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, when the crap hits the fan and you got that untasty food, don't come knocking on my door.
Yeah. So you've got the peri.
I've got it all.
And I've got all of the cans of tomatoes. I don't know. You know how?
But
I
do
don't know
you
about
even use cans of tomatoes
That's what I
every
mean.
week?
That's why I've got them. I have so many of them. But you kids, you open, they always say to you, oh, we've got nothing in the cupboard, Mum, nothing. And you go and you open the cupboard and there's so much. So we'll be fine for 2 weeks.
And I don't want to make light of this because people there's an Australian who's died on Western Australia. The people who get quite sick out of this, and older Australians, this is a real problem for. But it's not about that it's a deadly pandemic for me or my kids. It's about the disruption. This is a great disruptor, what we're seeing in the world. And we've not seen anything like it, even with SARS or bird flu. This is disrupting full-on countries, and I don't trust that Trump has got this in hand. So what I'm saying is, it's just about it's just being cautious. All I'm doing is I'm not saying like we're all going down and I've got an alfoil hat at home. It's just like I'm just saying like okay, if this is going to disrupt schools or you know transport or trucks and delivering of food, I'm just going to have some stuff there just in case.
You're ready.
I'm ready, man.
Well,
also, I'm digging a bunker.
I'll be knocking on your door for the toilet paper and I'll trade you some peri.
Yeah, you trade the peri.
You don't want to mix those two up, do you? Peri sauce and toilet paper.
I just think that it is a little bit out of control. And I think the fact that we've got some empty shelves and things like that, it doesn't make sense to me. If you want to buy one extra lot of toilet paper and maybe a couple of cans of food, I get it. Vince told me that he won't eat canned food, so obviously he's gone.
He's a fresh food man.
I'll eat nothing out of a can or a box, I'm sorry.
No.
Really?
No.
It's the Italian in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Except maybe chickpeas.
Yeah, chickpeas, yeah, of course.
Okay, chickpeas.
With peri.
Now, also
It's a
making
slippery
new
slope to a can
schools.
for you, isn't it?
Also making new schools are warning parents to stop pulling their kids out of school unless it's an emergency. Teachers say things like holidays, birthdays, shopping and haircuts are unacceptable excuses, and parents need to do more to keep their kids in class. So principals are warning parents risk derailing their children's education by pulling them out of class. Vince, do you agree?
I agree. Don't take them out of class. And I blame Greta Thunberg for all this.
How dare you?
How dare you? You know. By the way, she was going to be a guest on the show. You've invited her on, and she'll be here in November. She is sailing all the way around New Zealand.
Lol. I do like that joke. Look, I think with young kids it doesn't matter.
I agree.
In primary school, they
look,
listen,
I don't
but
know
when they get to
haircuts.
high school, you've got to keep them in
High
school.
school is
Not a haircut.
High school is where
High school's
the really
hardcore.
important stuff happens. So that's why my parents took my brother and I out of school for 3 months, and we
on
had
the
a
run?
camper van and went around Europe with my grandfather in like a Winnebago.
that's a good life experience.
Both my parents are
Right.
school teachers. We had that, lessons that we were supposed to do. Didn't do any of them unless we were in trouble.
Yeah.
But Mum and Dad got us to do the currency exchanges. We were having language skills because we were, trying to play with kids in the caravan parks in Germany and places like that. Geography. So I think that there are different ways of learning as well as just being in school. But as soon as we hit high school, no, there was no chance we could even get
we had
a
3
day
months off when I was in primary school. Best years of my life. Best 3 months of my life.
Yeah,
Changed me
and
as
they're
a person.
stricter these days, but most teachers in schools, if you gave them that example, they'd be like, yep, go for it, primary school.
Primary school.
Okay, Shelley and Vince, stay with
Okie
us.
dokie.
Up after the break, fine dining for kids, why parents want restaurants to offer 5-star menus for children.
And will baby Archie be joining Harry and Meghan for their final royal engagement in the UK? Find out when Today Extra returns. There he is.
Some of Australia's popular fine dining restaurants are opening up their doors to children. It comes after a majority of parents said they want to expose their kids to adult food by taking them to fancier places.
You fools! That's just for us. That was the best part. Shelley and Vince are still here to discuss this. Shelley, don't tell the kids the secrets. That's our secret place where we can go talk about the kids.
Seriously, the thing that drives me crazy is that was the place that I would go because I'm double
get away
income, no
from kids?
kids. No kids are going to be there. Like, I understand if I go to a pub for a pub meal, there's going to be kids there. I accept that. I do not accept it for fine dining.
I do not accept it.
We are paying a premium. And the thing that will drive me the craziest is if they have a kids menu in fine dining. If you want to take your child to a fine dining restaurant, then it has to be full price. And they have to eat the offal. They have to eat all of the,
You've had Matt Moran's nuggets and chips? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'll have the Wagyu with the truffle sauce and a plate of nuggets. Now, I'm all for taking kids to fine dining restaurants, my kids. But if there are other people's kids there, shut up! Be quiet!
Yeah, that's
Eat what you're given.
They have to be able to behave, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, mate, who's got manners these days? Kids? I mean, my kids are just, I hate to say it, but like, you know, we only eat together a couple of times a week and it's, you know, elbows on the table and forks and knives all over the place. They don't know the rules, and I think you get the rules right.
What a bread knife is. What a bread knife is. Eat from outside in.
Oh, they wouldn't have a
How about
clue,
that we
mate.
had that synchronised? We were taught.
Yeah, that's it. Old school.
No, but isn't it good for kids to experience these
I think it's
foods
great.
earlier
I'm
in
all for
life?
it.
Like, not just stick with the fish and chips or the
but
chicken.
give them some olives at home. Don't take them out to a fine dining restaurant and ruin my night. That's what
Let's
it's
know what you think
about.
about that. Harry and Meghan's son Archie will stay at home in Canada when the couple return to the UK for the last of their official royal commitments. Now, apparently, the decision has hit Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth the hardest, with sources saying the royal family is extremely sad that one can't see Archie since his birth. Shelley, he's not going to go. He's not travelling. No Archie.
You know what? I am all for Megxit. I actually think it's time for the royal family to adapt and
More
change.
Megxits.
I know. I think that this is
Charlesits.
actually like
Archie
the future. However, I feel like Archie's being used like a kid in a divorce at the moment.
There's a coronavirus around. What are you going to take that kid in a plane for?
They're going to be busy as
Leave him in
well.
Canada. He'll be safe. I'm not fighting.
I feel sorry for the Queen. I mean, this is her great-grandchild, and she wants to spoil him. And then, how does a royal spoil their kid? Hey, have some Tim Tams. Oh, and would you like Trinidad?
Well, the Queen could always take a trip to Canada.
Yeah, Queen, get off your throne.
It's still part of the collar.
She's not very busy.
No,
Hey, Vince, before we go, you got a special gig coming up to tell people about.
That is Sunday afternoon at Norths here in Sydney. Laughs and Legends. It's a bushfire relief concert. Come along, it'll be a lot of fun.
Go onto the North's
Yay.
website to do that. We might put it on our website too. Great to see you guys. Thanks for
Thanks,
coming in.
guys.
Thanks, you too. Coming up on Today Extra, thinking of getting...